Are you ready for a new operation?
I am ready always.
Do you require support?
What? You're joking? Come on, let's go.
Who's laughing now, dickhead? Don't want to fly? How about now? I didn't do anything!
All units. Possible suspect or suspects reported near your location.
Critical. Over.
Control, we're pursuing the suspect.
Come on!
Control, we have a visual on the suspect.
Oh God. Oh God.
Officer down! Officer down!
Use a pursuit intervention technique.
This is London Calling.
Be advised, we are on the trail.
Your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about Dev Hassani, our gone but sadly not forgotten Prime Minister. It's strange to think that he was just another walk-away, gone-tomorrow politician until his infamous London is drowning speech went viral. The forces of darkness he unleashed with that speech changed everything around us. Was Hassani's rise inevitable? Could it have been stopped? And what happens when democracy starts to breed the ideas that can destroy it? Using back channels and underground contacts, we got in touch with political analysts and historians to find out how it's possible for cynical, short-term leaders like our beloved Prime Minister to give birth to political nightmares. No full names, as you know. These days, telling the truth can get you killed. Helen spelled out the dangers of populism for major political magazines and websites back in the pre-censorship days.
The appeal of fascist politics is about strongmen, and they are usually. Because it's about saying there are simple problems that are really easy to define, say immigration, and there are simple solutions to them, stop immigration. And they are really appealing because they make sense of a world that can often feel really complicated and confusing, and they do offer, or seem to offer, action instead of what politics can often be, which is a kind of compromise. No one gets really what they want, and it's a little bit of it. And that's the problem, really, is you end up in a situation where it looks like someone is going to do something incredible and transformative, but of course, either it never really delivers, or it delivers at a huge cost to, for example, dehumanising people. And I think you see that in the rhetoric around immigration. If you say immigrants are a problem, we're going to stop them, it's a legitimate political stance for a country to want to control its borders. But the way that that's done can often end up being very cruel and inhumane, because what you have said is immigrants specifically are the problem. Not every fascist is a populist, but they are government, really, because what fascists tend to do is rely on narratives of deep change and of enemies. I think that's one of the hallmarks of this style of politics, where you represent your opponents not just as people who disagree with you, but as existential threats, as evil people. So you see it in the course of the run-up to the Second World War, where Jewish people are represented as, rats and a scourge. You see it with Muslims, where they are represented as coming to take over and replace white people. So you have big, defined groups of enemies that the person who is trying to convince you to vote for them, or later on simply to support their regime, is recognising.
Government officials
London Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening to Bucking In.
This was fun.
Oh, I'm just the most sophisticated AI on the planet, but sure, I'll count ball bounces for you.
What is this shit? Ah, fuck. That is just fucking great. What is this shit? Ah, fuck. That is just fucking great.
We did a tour of Waterloo Station. It was fun. My mum and all that.
Oh my god. This is incredible. This is fantastic. What do you need? Can I help you?
I'm holding as still as I can.
Urgent call. Possible hostile at your location.
I owe you one.
Message received. Moving in.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening to Buccaneer, your source
Control.
for what they
I've lost
don't
the
want you to
target.
know. Today we're talking about Dev Hassani, our gone, but sadly not forgotten Prime Minister. It's strange to think that he was just another here today, gone tomorrow politician until his
Return
infamous
into
London
HQ.
is drowning
Search
speech went
terminated.
viral. The forces of darkness he unleashed with that speech changed everything around us. Was Hassani's rise inevitable? Could it have been stopped? And what happens when democracy starts to breathe the ideas that can destroy it? Using back channels and underground contacts, we got in touch with political analysts and historians to find out how it's possible for cynical, short-term leaders like our beloved Prime Minister to give birth to political nightmares. No full names, as you know. These days, telling the truth can get you killed. Helen spelt out the dangers of populism for major political magazines and websites back in the pre-censorship days.
The appeal of fascist politics is about strongmen, and they are usually men, because it's about saying there are simple to define, say, immigration, and there are simple solutions to them. Stop immigration. And they are really appealing because they make sense of a world that can often feel really complicated and confused.
My mother never let me ride bikes.
This is London Calling. I'm Tash, and you're listening to Buccaneer, your source for what they don't want you to know. Today we're talking about Dev Hassani, our gone, but sadly not forgotten Prime Minister. It's strange to think that he was just another here today, gone tomorrow politician until his infamous London is drowning speech went viral. The forces of darkness he unleashed with that speech changed everything around us. Was Hassani's rise inevitable? Could it have been stopped? And what happens when democracy starts to breathe the ideas that can destroy it? Using back channels and underground contacts, we got in touch with
Urgent
political
call.
analysts and
Possible hostile
historians
at your
to find out
location.
how it's possible for cynical, short-term leaders
Move into
like
the
our
hostile's
beloved
location.
Prime Minister to give birth to political nightmares. No full names, as you know. These days, telling the truth can get you killed.
Eyes on the suspect.
Helen
They're on
spells out
foot.
the dangers
Over.
of populism for major political
Can anyone see the suspect? Search units, disengage. This search is pointless.
London is now under the protection of Albion. Disobeying enough.
In a situation where it looks like someone is going to do something incredible and transformative, but of course, either it never really delivers, or it delivers at a huge cost to
Hold still during a scan. Stop fidgeting us, Set.
There's no problem, is there?
No problem. Move along.
London, you've been lied to. Nigel Cass and his Albion peacekeepers intend to permanently control this city.
The ideal targets are the Towan Conference, Parliament and Kings. It cannot trace back to me.
Nigel Cass collaborated with a terrorist to bomb this city. Then, he set up an orbital drone program called Themis that will target you based on your stolen data.
I will not allow anyone, not even myself, to jeopardize Themis.
I've given you the truth. Do as you will. Actually, fuck that. Resist. Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Yo, Mr. Hamish!
Haha.
I see you're not hiding, huh?
Yeah, well, can't lock myself away from the world forever. Got a lot to make up for, don't I? Besides, you sorry lot need all the help you can get. Check it.
Fucking wankers!
Yeah, there is still a lot of Albion around, right? Yeah. Oh.
Sent that to every news outlet I could think of. They're gonna have it on the loop for a while. And when the people tweak to what it means, Cass is done.
He'll be removed, prosecuted for high treason. They'll have no choice. We've done it. Congratulations, team.
So what do we do? Vacation? Ha! Just kidding. I only want to do this.
There is still the matter of Zero Day. You know, the rogue hacker group that conspired with Cass and Mary Kelly to blow up London.
Jesus, Backley, all work and no play. Give the squad a second or two to bask in our victory. Safe to say it won't last long.
I doubt this is the reaction you were expecting, but Nigel Cass is in the news again.
The government has convened to review its contract with Albion. Nigel Cass himself has responded to requests that he should surrender to the authorities in a heated call with the GBB.
Just shut up and listen to me. I will not be removed by the government or anyone else. I will die first. And many will die with me. They're calling for blood. They'll have it. This city belongs to me. I am its shepherd, and I will slaughter my flock before
His White Tower headquarters and threatened to kill anyone that tries to stop him. He is heavily armed and considered extremely dangerous.
shit. He's gone off the deep end. He's liable to take it to the streets in his state.
We have no choice. We have to get to White Tower and stop him.
Want to see how much havoc we can cause today? I promise it'll be fun.
You taking a piss, mate?
Got all my papers, just don't hit me.
forever, but it's really quite a new invention.
team serving London. Albion is recruiting today.
Yeah, it's bad, isn't it?
Reporting to base. Incident under control.
No, listen.
Oi,
Just calm down.
Where
There's no
you
going
advise on new detection protocol. Respect the curfew.
Okay, all right.
Albion runs this city, right? Best remember that and get what you owe me. In need of assistance to resume patrol. Over. You stop moving.
Mate, Nigel's got a private bunker under this place where he like to tweak his toys. I'll bet he's barricaded himself down here. Won't be anyone but the true believers around the compound.
It's time to get rid of the top dog, yeah, Bagley?
Luckily, his reinforcements are limited to whoever's faffing about nearby.
The enemy is among us. Be on your guard. Allow no one to pass unchecked. We cannot let anyone stop us from protecting
Giving
London.
them what? An army of machine overlords? Fucking delusional.
Ugh. Talk about empowering my abilities. It's wicked.
Now what's it?
Men and women of Albion, your true enemy has finally shown its face. It's masked. But what more can we expect of cowards? Debts. Come to destroy the one man able to resist their tyranny. Who do you think Project Themis will be targeting first? They save their own skins, nothing more. I found the answer to our problem, and I will not stop until it's brought to fruition. Are you sure that's what you want to come up against? Do you want to test my resolve? Well then, come try. Fuck's sake! Subject to your list.
Nothing out of the ordinary here.
It's clear. I will go that way.
Search protocols engaged. Target will be apprehended.
Hit! I'm hit! Coming for you! Area clear. Moving on. Don't see anyone. I'll go over there.
Track him down! Drone, search protocol.
Looks clear. We'll check another area.
I give up. Let's regroup.
What the hell?
Drone incoming! Give me some support. Can you send some reinforcements?
Drone's been deployed to apprehend the suspect.
Ready for some drone action.
Hesitate to shoot you.
Another reason to numb myself with base pleasures.
Sadly, that operative has gone on to the big safe house in the sky.
fighting hell. This thing packs a punch.
among us. Be on your guard. Allow no one to pass unchecked. We cannot let anyone stop us from protecting London.
Eternal recognition and praise. Every megalomaniac's dream. Get ready to kiss that goodbye.
That takes care of security. You can now access the elevator to the bunker. Seems that manky little nerd was the one who kept diverting relief supplies away from the borough to keep everyone in line for Albion. These days you can do a lot more evil with a spreadsheet than a drone fleet.
Wonderful.
Listen here. I'm going to tell you something, and it's between you and me. Completely off the record, yeah? The whole thing's quite disturbing to me. They've got good reason to close off parts of the building, but at the end of the day, it's a load of bollocks. This place is a treasured part of London's history, of its culture. Great, powerful men have ruled over this fortress. The citizens of London have an obligation to it. You can't keep people out. They must visit it, breathe in its very essence, so that they too can become great. But again, this is all between you and me, mate. Carry on now.
Away.
I cannot wait for Friday, mate. Simmons? Do you know him? Anyway, no matter. He's the one who organised our team-building activity. He's rounded up a few of the prisoners they brought in a little while ago. The ones who didn't have any relatives. He figures it'll make for an easier time when we declare them missing. Right, so the fun part. He's going to release them into an open field while we get our shots in. I'll bet you a pint I can get rid of 10 before you. You're on, you slimy bastard.
Shit! I'll check in with Central.
like a cherry popped.
So you've come to end it, have you, DedSec? But haven't you figured it out yet? What our mutual acquaintance 0 Days set in motion? My inevitable reign and your downfall. This is how it will always end. The natural order of people like me and people like you. I am the law. Come down. Let me show you.
Your weapons are useless against that drone Cass is wearing. Complete the network bypass to power up the EMP stations. Cass has called in reinforcements. What a surprise. Well, that's the end of that harassment campaign. Our prospect will be grateful for the assistance. Now that you've helped them, they might be willing to talk to us. Revealed. The EMP worked. Fire away. Station is depleted. Power up the next one with a network bypass.
More forces incoming. Check your tail.
What you see is the future, the evolution of security. You will not stand in my way.
To deal with that armor, you need to power up an EMP station by completing the network bypass. Am I talking to myself? EMP weakened the drone's armor. Attack! The drone's shielding is back online. Power up another EMP station.
Heads up. He's called in reinforcements.
They won't even thank you. All your efforts, all your sacrifice.
EMP stations back online or you have no chance. Finish the network bypass. Not here, Bagley?
This is your chance to do some damage. Don't waste time.
Let's get this over with.
Time to end this.
I will make London great again. But you can't beat me. I have an army behind me, ready to follow my every order. When we're done here, I'll find the rest of you. I'll clamp down on this city and the people will obey. No one will mourn your death. No one. You'll be forgotten, and they'll raise statues of me. I'm impressed. Think your little resistance is ready to be London's protectors?
With you out of the way, definitely.
Oh, it's a thankless burden. And the people will hate you for it in the end. Even when it's for their own bloody good.
I think we'll let the people decide what's good for them.
There it is. DedSec's fatal flaw. Your faith in people. You recruit all types, don't you, straight off the streets. Well, I used to have faith in people, too. I got a good man killed once.
Well, that strikes Nigel Cass off the list. Shame. I think he would have made a smashing 0 day.
We have plenty of work still to do. Cass may be gone, but Albion won't disappear that easily. Expect the powers that be to find fresh excuses to keep them on the streets. That said, I think we've earned ourselves a bit of a rest. From 0 day as well.
Oi, you put down a mad dog, DedSec. Needed to be done. This calls for a celebration, innit? And now that I'm not being hunted by a psychopath, I think I'd like to see that safe house of yours. Link me there.
Pleasure to see you, Hamish, as always. Does this mean you're ready for a committed relationship with DedSec?
Nah, mate. Gotta maintain my free agent status. Not enough booby traps in this place. Still, I'm glad we linked up. Don't know who else would have had the bollocks to take on Cass. Losing their psycho cult leader is gonna hurt Albion, no doubt. But trust me, fam, they won't pack it in so easily. Hope DedSec's got some fight left in it.
to The Upload. In this episode, we're talking about CTOS 3.0, the city operating system that's now powering all of London. For those of you who need reminding, as if anyone does at this point, CTOS was first used in Chicago in 2014 and then San Francisco in 2017 before coming here to London. And every time it's been rolled out, it's been pretty much an unmitigated disaster.
For those of you who are listening who are lucky enough not to be here in London's chaotic scenes, it's worth remembering that the telecoms tower is now owned by Bloom. The tower looms over northwest London. It's always been a communications hub, acting as part of the UK's television and communications network, although there's been some secrecy around its use, and now that Bloom owns it, it's only even more secret.
Yeah, now everything that's part of Bloom's city surveillance operation is run through the telecoms tower. And I have to say, it looks completely ridiculous. It's got that silly crown thing at the top and all the blue light.
What's that even about? What does it do? I don't see that there's any purpose to that at all.
It's a blight on the skyline, if you ask me. And it's become the main point of control for millions of people. The System Network and Bagley are both operated and streamed from there too.
And don't forget about the self-driving cars too.
I always thought they were just running on their own.
No, CTOS is the big control system behind the cars. There was a point back in the earliest days of self-driving car technology that they operated by themselves. They used to use a series of sensors to see the world around them. Radar, for instance, would look far off into the distance, while LiDAR would detect objects nearby. And while these cars still use some of this technology, Bloom CTOS and its detailed maps and data that it has on London really makes Bloom be able to take control of it. And CTOS can take control of it.
Lovely Nout. Glad you could attend our festivities. Taking a break?
A well-deserved one. Since we teamed up, the corporate class are thinking twice about fucking with London. Seeing what happened to Castlehaven pissing in their trousers. The tide is turning, mate. Keep fighting, and I'll fight along with you. Laters.
Inspector Lau. I'm glad you've decided to participate in our bacchanalia.
I'm only human, and we've got a lot to celebrate. Cass finally got what was coming to him, and with Mary gone, the Kellys are on the back foot for once. DedSec is making it hard to be a bad guy in London. Until the Met gets its bollocks back, I'm still on Team DedSec.
Malik, your incessant laughing is hurting my ears. If there's something you'd like to share with the class, then go ahead and do it.
And spoil my one source of entertainment? I'll give you a hint. Spooky voice, catchy name, bit of a drama queen. Or did you just forget that you haven't actually found Zero Day? You looked at Albion, Sirs, the Kellys, even Sky Bloody Larson. Have you ever considered that instead of looking outside, you should be looking in?
We have a problem. Come talk to me.
Hello, hello.
Sorry to spoil the party, but we have an uninvited guest in the DedSec network. They're downloading all the tech we've acquired to a remote device labeled Drill Britannia.
What the hell?
DedSec. The name is Zero Day. We've met before, in a past life. This city needed a villain, and you were perfect for the part. Now I have you playing a different role. While you've been running around trying to save this city, you've actually been arming us for a war. But then, it isn't always for us to know the role we play. And sometimes, once we've played it, our role is to die.
Someone from Zero Day has made off with our data.
Here's where I would remind you that I've been trying to warn you about the zero-day threat, if I was an unfeeling machine.
Oh, for God's sake. Trace that signal.
I can't pinpoint the origin of the command, but the admin accessed the drive through an IP range dedicated to autonomous vehicles. I have a general geolocation for it, and I suggest you make a visit now. I've sent you the general location of the zero-day hacker's signal. As I said, I don't have their specific coordinates, so you'll have to search the area. Good luck and Godspeed.
Thanks a million, Bags.
Oh shit, I'm so sick.
Albion tried breaking us out of our Unit 1 mine. All because we had someone getting us through.
You're close to the origin point of the signal that hacked our network. The origin of the hacker's signal is really close now. It'll be coming from a van.
Lovely. Time to find that van and tear a strip off that hacker.
The van is driverless, but it does seem to be protected by armed drones. So, new plan, keep close enough to it while I trace the controlling signal.
Fuck, okay. But if I die, I'm blaming you, Bagley.
I'll be sure.
Drones are en route to suspect. All units, I say again, all units, we have reports of a hostile in your area. Over. Received. Mobilizing now.
thought you understood our partnership. You go out into the field, risking life, limb, and liberty, and I do hard bits. But I can't do hard bits if you don't stay close enough to the target. Look, I'll even mark its new location on your map. Oh, thank you, Bagley. You're so clever and kind of do everything for me. Oh, you're welcome, random operative.
Target.
Suspect has exited the vehicle, over. Suspect is unsighted. Unsighted, sweeping area. What a fuck. Anyone have visual? Anyone?
They passed through the checkpoint. Over.
Trace complete. The signal controlling the van originated in the Stockwell war bunker. Good chance that's where Zero Day has been operating this whole time. If so, they certainly have a flair for the dramatic.
I like the unstable ones. Send me their location.
You're near the Stockwell bunker, potential hideout of the evil universe DedSec that calls themselves Zero Day. The elevator that descends into the zero-day bunker is guarded by a strange security system. Some sort of copycat game. You'll need to solve it to gain access to the lower level.
Clearly this security is not from World War II, so who installed it and why?
Ouch. Don't say I didn't warn you. Well, I'd be careful not to muck it up next time. No pressure.